Vitali Klitschko is the mayor of Kyiv. I asked him for his reaction to those Russian claims that its forces were withdrawing around the capital.
Actually, we're happy to listen the Russian forces go away from Kyiv region, but we received the information yesterday evening. But during whole nights, we heard huge explosion around the Kyiv. We actually listen here in the middle of Kyiv. Explosion in the port of Kyiv. It's mean the battles still the fighting. Ukrainian forces against Russian forces defend our hometown.
Ukraine has offered neutrality in those peace talks with Russia, no NATO membership. What would neutrality in Ukraine look like, and what would be acceptable to the people of Ukraine, do you think?
We was always a neutral country, and difficult to believe Russians, because it's 90, I want to go in the past time, 1994, for goodwill, Ukraine gave up the all nuclear weapons. We was the third country in the world with nuclear weapons, and the Russians also was the country who gave to us guarantee for our territorial integrity and independence. And after that, we have the case with occupied the Crimea, Donetsk, Lugansk, and right now the war in Ukraine. The Russian forces occupied the big part of our country. It's difficult after that to believe to some people who give the guarantee before.
We've been talking about the hoped-for future of the country. Give us a snapshot, if you would, of Ukraine and, in particular, your city, Kyiv, today. What's going on?
It's every day we have the attack to civilian apartments, destroy the buildings and killing the people. It's almost more than 80 buildings in our hometown already destroyed. More than 100 civilians died. More than 300 people injured. 4 children has died. 16 children right now in hospital in critical condition. And for yesterday we doesn't have an attack, and it's good news. By the way, we listen how our air defense shoot rockets, which the targets capital of Ukraine, and that's why it's people is nervous, and everybody hope in one day we have peace in our country. But I'm responsible for infrastructure in our hometown. Right now, thanks God, we have electricity, heating, and water. We have some reserve of humanitarian help, of food and water. It's good news. But everybody nervous because we listen to siren every day. It means everyone have to go to the bunkers, and some people spend weeks underground to save their life, for save his lives, and that's why right now we're living in a war condition, and do everything to save the life of our citizens.
Millions of people, millions of refugees have fled the fighting in Ukraine. Whatever the outcome of these peace negotiations, Russia will still be your neighbour. Will those refugees who fled the country return, do you think?
We see the big part of people already moved back to Kyiv. It's majority is the men, because in the first action is we evacuate the women and children in the west part of our country. Some people traveling outside of the country to find a safety place, but some men coming back to our hometown, They ready to defend homes, families, children, and defend future of our city, of our home country.